Welcome to BullyDogs, the interdisciplinary panel show pitting STEM professors against humanity professors in the arena of pop culture. I'm your hostess with the mostest, Austin Sopko, and I could totally not be wearing any pants right now. How well have your professors learned your favorite subjects? We're about to find out. Now, the rules of the game are simple. For round one, I ask questions and you buzz in to give an answer. You get 2 points for a correct answer and 1 point for an answer that's funny. If a team buzzes in and is incorrect, the other team gets a chance to steal. Everyone got it? Good. I should also remind you that everything on this show is made up and the points don't... Wait. Copyrighted? Okay. Anyway, yeah, the points don't matter, but I can't use that. Why don't we start by getting to know our contestants? All right. Introduce yourselves.
I'm Don Krause from Communication.
I'm Doug Ball from English and Linguistics, part of the Linguistics group.
I'm David Garth from Math.
And I'm Steve Smith from Math.
Wow, fascinating. Now that we know who's who, why don't we get to some questions? Question 1. Just a few weeks ago, the Super Bowl held American conversation in deadlock, especially halftime performer Justin Timberlake. But leading up to the performance was an outcry of people who wanted him to take his sexy back, where it came from. What happened the last time Justin Timberlake performed at his last performance so many people were upset about? I saw your hand first.
Yeah. Oh, who's his hand?
STEM.
Oh, okay. There was a wardrobe malfunction that was his fault, I think.
Most people remember Janet Jackson for her wardrobe malfunction during the Super Bowl 38 halftime show. A malfunction Justin Timberlake was just as involved in. But while Justin Timberlake has still had a music career for several years, Janet Jackson is still blacklisted by the entertainment industry, hence the outrage. So that's 2 points for STEM. Speaking of the Super Bowl, let's throw out a softball question. Who won the latest Super Bowl? Bonus points for the city they're from. STEM.
Philadelphia Eagles.
The Philadelphia Eagles won the Super Bowl 52, the first time the team has ever won the Super Bowl. 3 points for STEM, bringing their total to 5. Question 3. The Olympics are always a pillar of conversation while their own dominating American conversations. But as did Mike Pence as he and an Olympic athlete clashed, without ever even meeting each other. What Olympic athlete snubbed a meeting with Pence? I'll take his event, but if you get his name, you get a bonus point. Humanities.
His event is ice skating. His name, Adam Rippon.
Yes, that is true.
Good job.
American Olympic figure skater Adam Rippon spoke out against Pence and his anti-LGBT views when Pence named the American delegate for the opening ceremonies. Pence tried to patch things up by meeting with Adam, but the skater snubbed him. A snub that people are still talking about, bringing our score to something to something. Question 4. The Trump name has been in the news a lot in the last several years, but this last week, Vanessa Trump made headlines of her own. What happened to her that was considered newsworthy?
She received an envelope of white powder.
When opening an envelope meant for her husband, Vanessa Trump was hit in the face with a white powdery substance and sent to the hospital. Not because anything bad happened, it was found to be non-hazardous, but hey, you can never be too careful. So that is 2 more points for humanities. Question 5. Nerds are still talking about the latest Star Wars movie and its many controversial plot scenes. But another new Star Wars movie is on the way, and fans are either excited for its release or dreading its existence. What character from the original trilogy is making a comeback in his own spin-off? Humanities.
Han Solo.
Han Solo is getting his own movie in Solo, a Star Wars story, starring Adam Ehrenreich as the titular hero. Congratulations, humanities. You really know your Star Wars. Question 6. The movie Ready Player One, based on the novel by Ernest Cline, has been much anticipated by fans of the novel and nerds in general. But when a poster for the movie dropped recently, it wasn't the sci-fi setting people were talking about. What about the poster did people find distracting? Don't all answer at once. Or at twice. All right, so I'm going to give 5 points to STEM. Question. Due to a combination of awkward angle and Ty Sheridan's naturally long legs, the poster gave the impression that one of his legs was really long. Question 7. Speaking of science fiction models with modern movie adaptations, there is another one making a huge stir among moviegoers. With big names like Oprah Winfrey, Reese Witherspoon, and Chris Pine on the cast list, what 1962 novel is being adapted for a movie releasing this year? Wow.
I'll guess. Invasion of the Body Snatchers. I don't know.
Would you like to steal? Congratulations. Lingle's A Wrinkle in Time in March of this year. Oprah Winfrey and Reese Witherspoon play the enigmatic Mrs. Which and Mrs. What's-It, while Chris Pine plays Dr. Alex Murray, the main character's father. Speaking of Disney, their partnership with Marvel has once again paid off. This superhero epic just released last Friday, as of this shooting, and reached over $24 million in sales. What is the name for this superhero? And for a bonus point, what country are they from?
Black Panther, Nigeria.
Starring the king of the fictional country of Wakanda, Black Panther chronicles the Civil War sparking just beneath the surface of this small but high-tech African state. Close, but I don't care. Question 9. Japanese video game company Nintendo has dominated the world's video game market since it created the original NES. And even non-fans know about Mario, whose latest outing has sold over 9 million copies. What is the name of the latest entry in the Super Mario franchise? A bonus point if you can name Mario's new sidekick.
Is it Grand Theft Auto?
Not quite or even close,
funny.
but we give a point for funny answers, and that was hysterically bad. Super Mario Odyssey jumped into stores in October of 2017 and has sold 9 million copies since. The game stars both Mario and his new friend Cappy, who doubles as his iconic hat in this installment, hence Cap P. You guys are smart, you'll figure it out. And that's the end of round 1. We have a score of 74-9, and STEM has the lead, just because I like you better. But it's still anyone's game, because it's time for round 2, which is also the final round. For this round, there will be no buzzing in. Each team will be given a long-time problem of the other group's discipline, something that's eluded scholars for ages. And you'll have to find a way to solve it within your own discipline. And good humor, of course. Words are hard. The argument I find more compelling will earn their team a whopping 200 points. It was going to be 1 million points, but there were budget cuts. So imagine that what you could do with all of these points. Get yourself a new house, a new car, some ties. All right, humanities. Are you ready for your question?
Yes.
One of the most commonly requested medical cures is that for the common cold. It plagues us all and is a general annoyance to boot. How do you think your fields can solve the problem of the common cold? You have 3 more seconds. I need an answer.
No,
We could,
just decide that there's no longer a word for common cold, so it goes away.
I think that's a good answer.
Sure. It loves symbolic interactionism.
that worked.
STEM, are you ready for your question?
Yes.
The humanities are often asking questions about themselves. One of these questions is, what is the real definition of poetry? How can the STEM fields help us reach a conclusion? 3 seconds.
You could ask somebody in the humanities.
And that's our winner. That is our winner. Congratulations. We have a final score of 279-1. Thanks for watching our inaugural episode of BullyDogs. I'm your host, Austin Sopko, and I hope you tune in next time. Bye now.